Saddleback outside, and then we're just gonna go straight to the inside. Destiny's leaving, and then, you know, we'll meet up. So this is the outside. Got a little bit of trim work right there that has fell. Obviously bicycle, kid-friendly neighborhood. I'm gonna laugh she hits that garbage can. So 2-car parking pad. She almost hit the garbage can. Fascia soffit looks good. Soffit wood, fascia wrapped vinyl, wrapped aluminum. 2-car parking pad, plenty of street parking, neighborhood. Got some cracks in here, which is, you know, indicative of the age. It looks like at some point they did a little fill in there. Little bit of bumps and bruises, which, you know, is indicative. You know, I've ran into my garage siding before. Windows are probably, they're not original, probably last 10-15 years, but as long as the seals aren't broken, I think you'd be fine. So we got water hose, walk-in gate. The other side also had a walk-in gate, and then there's your crawl space access. Very quiet neighborhood. This is a pretty high step up, and it's been painted. Very sturdy, could use a coat of paint. Front door. Light fixtures outside have been updated. Just based off the decor and what I've seen, I feel like if you see this and then this, I feel like this was a wall at some point, and then they opened it up. They did a good job. Kind of see how they match texture. No popcorn ceilings, but we do have this great Norfolk swirl, and it's also up there. This swirl looks newer, and I feel that's why I feel like there used to be a wall here and they took it down. All right, used to be a wall and they took it down. So LVP flooring. This is gonna be this kind of like open space here. Now the front door, she need things. They overcut the trim. Needs a good scrub, fresh coat of paint. I got some missing trim there. This is cool. So I'm gonna put my back to the front door. So this is kind of like a little office. Those are built-in shelvings. They have been painted. You can kind of see the paint chips. That's a cool photo. So this is like a little office in here. All right, so we'll go, the carpet is in good condition. It's not terrible. You know, coats of paint. So one thing that, I'm not gonna talk too loud because they do have cameras in here. But one thing that I did tell Destiny was, we'll talk afterwards. I'll go outside. Look, only I would notice that. Only I would notice that. I won't beat a dead horse. All your baseboards need painted, okay? I said it. All the doors need to be wiped down and painted. Like I said, it's well lived in, well loved. Put a little booty behind it. Gas fireplace doesn't look like it was ever used. Kitchen. The kitchen is Formica, so it's not granite. And I have a granite guy that would probably, and I'm just guessing, so that's chipped. That's chipped. But I do have a granite guy, and I'm guessing $1,500. If you went quartz, you're probably looking at like 19 to 21, right? Paint job. So there's room to improve this value. So if the other house, the cabinetry looks updated, but it's got some chips, some dents and dings. Well lived in, well loved. You know, needs a good scrub. This is actually chips, which because it's newer cabinet, like this is also a chip. With newer cabinetry, they probably have like a touch-up kit that you could utilize. Then we have this is actual backsplash. Got a little breakfast nook, so the pantry is over here. I don't think that comes with it. That's kind of like their little coffee bar that they got there. Shelving, that one's a little droopy, but that's your pantry. Hallway, half bath. There is different flooring throughout the home, so just, you know, if that bothers you, just, you know, note that. Downstairs laundry room. Now, that is the garage, and that is to the frog. And it actually makes a circle, which Destiny was like, I'm so confused. A hole in the door. Clean. So the garage, it is a lower garage. It does look like this is epoxy, and that's not to say that none of it's chipped up underneath all the mats, but it is epoxied, or looks epoxied. So there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm guessing 1-car garage, but you have room for things. And like I said, based on, does have automatic garage door openers. And I think he's a naval officer. I've seen his crest in the closet. I can't talk today. So this is the garage. Half back downstairs. That's going to be your frog, and I'll show you that when we go through everything. One thing I did notice, and remember, I'm going to miss things, but that's missing. So like these, that's missing. But these open up, which Destiny was like, we could totally, yeah, these little side doors open up, which I haven't seen in a long time. But you could put like a screen there. But paint, needs paint. All right, I'm not gonna stop the video, and we're just gonna go straight into upstairs. So we're at the front door. The carpet it feels very plush, very nice. So I wouldn't worry about ripping it up like right as soon as you get here, because it does seem in good condition. I think I only seen like one stain. Bumps and bruises. All right, so at the top of the stairs, this is the master. So, but I'm gonna stand in this corner. Okay, so top of the stairs, you have double doors into your room. High vaulted ceiling, that is a king bed for reference. And again, I'm not gonna catch everything, but we need some caulk and paint. Walk-in closet. Now, it's not like, oh my God, it's a huge closet, but it is a walk-in closet. This is your primary bathroom, double vanity, tiled shower. Again, different floor. Looks like we need to knock that back into place. You do have a toilet where the door shuts. I don't know if that's a vent fan or not. You definitely have a skylight in here, so lots of natural light. Double vanity, another linen closet. And again, all the doors need to be repainted. This is the shower. Didn't really notice a lot of wrongdoing in the shower. Again, I'd probably caulk the seams because I would always caulk seams. I'm just looking. Got a little niche. Yeah, so not terrible. This looks like there was a different vanity there. And maybe, and see, I would repaint the ceiling too. And I would repaint it flat. Oh, hey, I would repaint it a flat paint so it's not, you know, got a pocket door. So it's not glaring from the sun. All right, we'll start on the right side, bedroom 1. That is a full-size bed and a crib, and then like a little stand and a chair and a dresser. Is it the largest room in the world? No. Does it work for them? Yes. And then we have the double sliding door. Again, paint. Oh God, almost fell. So double sliding door. Gonna go out. This is the hallway bathroom, so this would be the kids' bathroom. They painted it. Newer vanity. It looks like they kept the original tub. So this is acrylic. It is 1 unit. You don't have to worry about caulking seams. It is an almond color, so it's not like the bright, you can see the difference. Okay, it's not like the bright white. It is an almond color. It is older. You could replace it. You could keep it. You could paint it. All right, so I'm just gonna jump across this hallway here. This is bedroom 3, smaller bedroom. They have a crib. This is laminate flooring, not LVP, laminate flooring. Seems to be in good condition. Got a little buckling right there, but that's, I see that with all laminate flooring. Oh gosh, someone's home. I may have to stop this and go down. This is the frog. Was this closed? Hello? Oh, I didn't know it was closed. Okay, so this is the frog. You do step down again with carpet. Queen size bed. They have an additional AC unit. And then that. And then that. I'm going to cut this short because there's someone here and I bet you it's the homeowner. So, hello? And then we're come back to these stairs. So we have come full circle around.